Good morning to one and all. I'm Smriti.
I am Mujibur Rahman.
It is our pleasure to welcome you all to 52nd National Seminar on Crystallography and Drug Design and Workshop on Bioinformatics. I now request Professor T.P. Singh and Professor Shekhar C. Monday and other dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp.
I would like to invite Professor R. Krishna, Head of Department of Bioinformatics and convener, to deliver the welcome address.
Respected dignitaries on this dais, off the dais, distinguished invited speakers, professors, participants, scholars, students, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning to everyone. I am really very happy and honored to give a welcome address on the occasion of National Seminar on Crystallography and Drug Design, along with a workshop conducted by the Department of Bioinformatics. The Department of Bioinformatics started as a subject center and it stands as now Department of Bioinformatics. And it is one of the best departments in the country, recognized as a center of excellence in bioinformatics by Department of Information Technology, Government of India. So this department is running four independent courses: PhD in Bioinformatics, MSc in Bioinformatics, that is a UGC innovative program, MTech Computational Biology, that is a DBT network program, and BSc Honors in Bioinformatics. Totally we have 240 students and 12 faculties. The strength of the department is the pure interdisciplinary faculty, and 100% placement of the students in industry and the higher educations. That is, first of all, I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Babu, who is always giving a constant support to the department, and also on this occasion, I will congratulate him upgrading this university from NAC A to NAC A+, sir. Well done, sir. I would like to happily welcome our beloved Director, Professor Tarani Karasu, Director Studies, for accepting the presidential address in this conference. Sir, you are always a well-wisher of the department, as a Director and also as a Vice Chancellor in charge for the last 2 years, sir. Thank you very much for, I'm really very happy and honored to welcome the renowned scientist and great structural biologist, Professor T.P. Singh, distinguished SERF Fellow, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, for accepting and giving the plenary lecture in this conference, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I am happily welcome Professor Shekhar C. Monday, former Director General, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and Secretary, DSIR, Government of India, and a distinguished Professor in Bioinformatics, Pune University, for accepting and giving the plenary lectures in this conference. I am happily welcome Professor Rajanikanth, President, Indian Crystallographic Association, Professor in Physics, University of Jammu, for accepting to give the inaugural address. I am also very happy to welcome Professor D. Velmurugan, Professor, Member Secretary in the Tamil Nadu State Council and Vice President of Crystallography, for accepting to give the scope of this seminar. I am really very happy to invite our Dean, School of Life Sciences, Professor Joseph Selville, accepting for felicitation address. It is my pleasure to welcome our Professor S.M. Yusuf, Director, DAE, Center of Excellence in the Basic Sciences, University of Mumbai, for accepting to give the R. Chidambaram's Memorial Lecture Award. I also very much happy to welcome Professor B. Gopal, who accepted to give the Vijay's Memorial Lectures in this seminar. So thank you very much. And also, I am happy to welcome the Senior Professor, Professor T. N. Grurao, Professor in Solid-State Physics, Institute of Science, for accepting to give his keynote address. Finally, I will invite all invited speakers, distinguished professors, students, participants, and all. Thank you very much, sir.
I would request Professor T.P. Singh and Professor Rajnikant, President ICA, to unveil the conference souvenir.
Good morning to everyone. I was just wondering that some time back we were talking about should we have this protocol or not, but I find that if you go to the origin of such protocols, there must be some very serious scientific basis. We need to do research on this, Shekhar. How did this process started? But it's a really big honor for me to stand here, and for this I thank the organizers, because normally you have the office bearers like Padmanabhan sitting there. Office bearers should be doing the job. So it's a great pleasure for me to be here, to become part of this, and I'm very delighted to see the hall full. You know, many times when you see a full hall, it encourages you much more. This shows that crystallography is not only what we know that is so critical for understanding the processes in biology, chemistry, and material science. I think it's really a cornerstone that we should think about this, and I hope that our present and future generations will continue to ensure that crystallography remains a prime subject for research in future as well. But I'm very delighted to see many wonderful people here. I should say that people introduce Dr. Shekhar Mandey as former. I forget about former. He is the president of the Vigyan Bharati, and he is transforming science. And he will be president of, just hold on, much more. He will be president from January, president of INSA. So we are very happy, and we should celebrate this. All the best to Shekhar. But also, I should also inform you properly about Dr. Vel Murugan. He's not just Dr. D. Vel Murugan. He is now member secretary of Science Council of the government of Tamil Nadu. He is these days appointing vice chancellors, and when he tried to become vice chancellor, they didn't select him. So that is there are such, of course, I should tell about my friend, Professor Rajnikant, who is president of ICA. When he entered Tamil Nadu, people thought that real Rajnikant is also there. So I think sometimes it's good to have wonderful names. You have double reputation. So he has been doing this so well, and I'm thankful to him. He was a little bit disturbed when they gave 5 minutes to me and Shekhar both. He said, no, everybody should be 10 minutes. I said, make it 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I think we should not spend so much time in talking about inaugurations. But we should all appreciate that lots of people now think that some software programs can solve problems of structures. It is not possible. The real intricacies of modern biology and drug discovery without crystallography are not possible. Never. So it is something people should think about and not think that they can survive without this. And I'm very delighted to see that there is so much interest in this university. I also want to say that I think this university has taken a lead, this and some more, that they started a department of bioinformatics. It's a futuristic department. But I would say in the long run, or whenever they understand this, make a department of crystallography and bioinformatics. It's very complementary. You see, bioinformatics, you just cannot play with programs and data just like that. So you have to contribute to generate data also. So crystallography, bioinformatics are very complementary to each other, and together they become a force. So this is something for Suresh and Krishna to ponder about, that future you should have a common department or side by side, crystallography and bioinformatics and drug discovery, maybe all these things, until you lead to something really in terms of applications. And the major application yours and crystallography can give is in drug discovery. And drug discovery is one area which has no upper limit. You can keep on making drugs, and you can always make better than the drugs you have today and better than the ones you have tomorrow. There is no upper limit, so it is an infinite potential. So it's a great opportunity. And I'm so happy. Thank you so much. All the best.
Professor T.P. Singh, Professor Rajnikant, all the dignitaries on dais, all the dignitaries present in the audience, students, friends, colleagues. It's a great pleasure that Pondicherry University is holding the 52nd National Seminar on Crystallography. And since our arrival yesterday, all the arrangements have been near to perfect. So I would first like to compliment Dr. Krishna and Professor Suresh for all the arrangement that you have done for here. I echo what Professor T.P. Singh said just now about the role of crystallography in sciences across, whether be it chemistry, whether be it characterization of materials, or physics, or life sciences and pharmacy. Crystallography plays a very important role in almost all subjects. And recognizing this, the Indian Crystallographic Association was formed many years ago, and the national seminars on crystallography started in the 1960s and has been a unbroken tradition that every year the national seminar on crystallography are held. My own interest, on a personal anecdote, in crystallography came out because of attending national seminar on crystallography in Nagpur while I was still in my BSc. So when I was doing my BSc, at that time NSC happened in Nagpur and Professor G.N. Ramchandran was supposed to give a talk. Unfortunately, on that day, Professor GNR did not come, but his talk was read out by Professor Vijayan, and that's how my own interest in crystallography actually started. So for many students here, those who have already been in this particular field, or those who wish to take the field, I think it's an exciting times ahead for all of you. Most of us here, either in the front row or on the stage or whatever, we have very fond memories of attending NSCs year after year, and we keep going to different cities, we keep interacting on the academic matters, and although we belong to per se different academic streams, but yet crystallography actually serves as a common thread for all of us, where we have found lifelong academic bondship. So there's one subject that will remain very close to heart for all of us, and for the students, the young students, you have a very bright future ahead in this particular field. So thank you once again for Pondicherry University for hosting this symposium, 52nd symposium here, and look forward to 2 or 3 days of the next 3 days of very good discussions amongst ourselves. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Professor Rajnikant, Professor, the President of ICA and the University of Jammu, and to present the inaugural address.
Good morning, respected Professor T.P. Singh, Dr. Shekhar Mande, Dr. Velu Murugan, Ramadas Krishna, and other colleagues from Pondicherry University. My friends sitting in the front row, Professor J. Sivaraman from NUS, Akhilesh, Professor Guru Rao, Dr. Yusuf, Professor Puneet Kaur, Padmanabhan, and so many other known faces. As already, programmed that not more than 5 minutes because the size of the dais is too large. So therefore, it is not appropriate for me to spend more time over here. I would just like to, tell you that Dr. Krishna and his team has done a wonderful job by having organized this meeting here. And it's a pleasure to learn that Bioinformatics department of Pondicherry University is one of the largest department in the country, and it has the potential for excellence. Very nice to know that. And this is how actually the fundamental policy that ICA holds, that to take the national seminars to sometimes to small places so that the interest is inculcated and the future generation is made to take up the challenges that this field throws up to the community. I'm sure that all those who have traveled to make it possible to attend this meeting will definitely have a good flair of crystallography that is being happening in the country and worldwide, to have some kind of academic exchanges with their peers, and they will also be able to draw some lifetime commitment from their peers, and they might have good collaborations, future collaborations with the peers. This is also very important for all of us to know that seminars usually on the very first day, and especially the inaugural session, is always 100% full. But as the day progresses, it starts thinning out, and that should not happen. I'm sure that all those who have come from far-off places will definitely make it and attend it and take full benefit of their participation in the conference. Thanks once again, Krishna, for having given an opportunity to all of us to be here in your university, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words.
I would like to invite Professor D. Velumurkan, Vice President ICA, to give the introduction and scope of the seminar and workshop.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, respected invited speakers, participants and students, good morning to all of you. I am supposed to speak about the scope of the seminar come workshop. So I think this is the first national conference where we have about 47 invited lectures, including the plenary and memorial lectures. And we have 3 sessions for the oral presentations for the students. And we have 3 days workshop. And first day workshop is going to start officially today only, but yesterday unofficially we had the workshop for about 3.5 hours for about 27 students there. And I have to thank my friends, Professor Renu Batra from Jülich, Germany, and also my friend Professor J. Shivaraman from Department of Biological Science and Natural Sciences, Singapore, for having all the way to attend NSC 52 Shivaraman. Thank you. For us, it's the annual event, but we spend time and money to honor Indian Crystallographic Association. And coming to the remarks mentioned by my well-wisher and guru, Professor TPS, somehow I have been in close association with Goddess Saraswati than with Lakshmi. So that is the reason for my failure in becoming a Vice Chancellor in Tamil Nadu. It doesn't need thinking, no. Okay. But anyhow, Dasara time, both are there, but I crossed 70, so I cannot become Vice Chancellor. But I can control Vice Chancellor as a Member Secretary of the Tamil Nadu State Council for Higher Education. So I thank God Almighty for giving me a chance to contribute whatever I thought to promote higher education in Tamil Nadu. So with the leadership of my Vice Chairman, Professor Dr. Vijay Kumar IAS, we have been revamping the entire curriculum of Tamil Nadu higher education. So hereafter, mugging and relay rating goes only for 40 marks, 60 comes for thinking and solving problems. So that gradually we are introducing. And government colleges have been neglected. We are spending money to improve the lab facilities. In order to divert students from using ganja or something, we are promoting sports. 2 lakhs per college we are giving. So 3.5 crores government has sanctioned. And cultural programs we are giving 2 lakhs. And so many good schemes are there. We are starting research center in Chennai and Coimbatore to the tune of 50 crores each, where colleges and universities which do not have the facilities can avail the central facilities. And also each district is going to have STEM lab, science, engineering, and technology lab. So again, they can use the facilities. And yesterday's meeting, we have been found fault and we asked to give the remedy for the downfall of BSc Mathematics, Physics, Chemistry admission, and also BE Mechanical and Civil. The reason being AI. AI is the whole reason for entire thing. But private universities, they have multi-story building. We suffer for even getting second floor in the universities. Right? For want of AMC, crores of instruments are kept idle. So I explain these things, and government, we are asking for special grant to look into the mother universities. Okay? So Madras is supposed to be mother university, more than 160 years old. So this is about education. And coming to the workshop, so since I worked with the Nobel Prize winner, who is no more, Professor Hoffman, who is the father of the direct methods, and he shared the Nobel Prize in the year 1985 for developing the method to solve a bottleneck called phase problem in small molecules. I considered it as my present duty to promote the methods, what have been developed by them, instead of just pressing the button and getting the structure. So that is the reason throughout Northeast we have given 6 workshops along with my former students, Yogavel and Vishwanathan, and we are continuing. Now we have decided along with Shivaraman that we will have a team, and wherever the need is there, we will go there and conduct 3 days workshop in crystallography to promote both theory and practice. So that's the thing. So this is about the seminar. I think the first time your bioinformatics department is hosting this thing, and as many of you are aware, next month, October 29th to 31st, same department is hosting BITS, Bioinformatics and Drug Discovery Society meeting for 3 days. That's not the first time BITS is hosted here. This year is the lucky year for BITS because Banaras University is hosting December 2nd and 3rd BITS. Then the host department, Alagappa University, is hosting again second week, one BITS meeting. So, as Professor said, bioinformatics has to be encouraged because it has become interdisciplinary. Coming to the bioinformatics, the first person who did bioinformatics work in the field of data mining is none other than Professor D. N. Ramachandran, which has come out as 5-side plot, Janmathan plot. Even though that time it is not called data mining, because that is a data mining. And I am happy to announce that even though my students should not mistake, my parent department is supposed to celebrate the birthday of its founder, G. Ramachandran. It failed in conducting, but soon after my retirement, I started convening the birthday of GNR. 100th birthday was celebrated when he was the Dean of Ahmed University, where Professor Tom Blundell delivered a lecture online for an hour. And all meetings, without any say, Professor TPS will be there. So that's the thing. Then second and third, 101st and second, we celebrated when I was the Professor of Research in SRM University. This year, we are happy to announce that Government of Tamil Nadu is celebrating. This is the first time government is celebrating the birthday of a scientist, and that too for G. Ramachandran, and Professor TPS is going to be the chief guest. And it is going to be celebrated by Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology, where my friend Member Secretary is Professor Vincent. We are planning to have it only half a day session with the chief guest, Professor TPS. I will talk about TPS during his, when I introduce Professor TPS during his lecture. So I thank you a lot for the invitation. Make use of the chance to familiarize yourself with crystallography and its application. Attend the workshop. I wish you the best in the coming 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now I request Professor Joseph Selvin, Dean, School of Life Science, Pondicherry University, to deliver the felicitation address.
Very respected or honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Prakash Babu, instead of saris away from the station, therefore respected and our honorable Director Studies, Professor Tarnikarasu sir, like president of this function, and distinguished fellows actually, Professor T.P. Singh, Professor A.C. Monte and Professor Rajinikanth, and the organizing team, Professor Krishna and Professor Suresh Kumar, and all the distinguished deans and our fellow colleagues, as well as the speakers of this day and participants. So I'm very delighted to hear the bioinformatics, how they are like performing extremely well in the School of Life Sciences. You can imagine they're really the potential for excellence. So I can say Professor Krishna and Professor Suresh Kumar are well known for this field of crystallography. Not only that, everybody actually, Professor P.T. Villachmi, I can say, my colleagues and friend, Professor Diwari, well known for R program. Even many of my students asking to arrange some programs on R. Is well known in the field. So everybody is actually, they are taking lead, and that will be adding, like I can say, the expertise and eminence to the university. I'm giving just recall three to important developments going around us, maybe quickly within 2-3 minutes. One is about, you can imagine, tree of life. If you can see the tree of life, it says that the eukaryotes are evolved from archaea. So if it is that, why I'm saying that crystallography and many bioinformaticians here, you have to work it on, you can solve it. If really humans are evolving from archaea, we cannot survive beyond 50 degrees Celsius. At the time of now climate change, archaea can survive 400 degrees Celsius temperature. But theoretically, hypothetically, evolution says that we are evolving from archaea. You may not have heard about it, because it may be known to us, we as archaea and bacteria are microbiologists. And the second thing you can imagine, see the meta-analysis. Statistic is very, very important, large-scale analysis. After the human genome sequence was published and thereafter the field was evolving, 1998 there was a scientist like Joe Handelsman from the University of Wisconsin, coined the term meta-analysis of the genomes. Means you can imagine the globally all genomes together, if you analyze and you can interpret it, is a big field, the data handling, that is meta-genomics or population-based genomics. Another field you can imagine that quickly, I'm just one more minute about COVID-19. COVID-19, probably people are speaking a lot about whether it is engineered or not. The question is going to be the engineered virus attack on the humanity. The question is, what is engineered virus? You can see, we can do many things on synthetic genomes. Genomes is you are actually the creator. I can say you are the Brahmas. So you can, in front of the computer, you can create anything, any metabolic pathway, anything. You can redesign the entire organism. Now life itself is, we can say the term life is defined by the bioinformaticians. Now the question is, we can do anything, we can modify, we have AGCT, adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, all the life on the earth is made up of these 4 alphabet, we can change this alphabet, yes, that is already done. Now in case we are facing an organism synthetically that carrying other than this 4 alphabet, that 4 alphabet is known as life. If anything, you can see people are thinking like they are searching for the like aliens on the other planets, but I am saying that aliens are created by the bioinformaticians. Means you will be design and nucleotide other than these 4 and create a life that is the alien on the earth. Definitely aliens, we will face it. So you are, everything is on your hand. So this team, like these young minds, you will be facing that, you will be facing the challenges, the humans are facing the synthetic viruses, etc. Like now China, you can imagine, like they are testing the virus, the killing efficiency is 100%. So you know, COVID-19 is less than 2. We are all hiding our faces, we are sitting inside the house, etc., etc. 100% means what's our status. So this is the way You are the pioneering now because data science, artificial intelligence, computer, everything is your hand. Do well, do excellence in your work. This team will make you more insightful. Because they are all distinguished. The entire nation, entire country know them. So I am missing maybe because we are a microbiologist. You are fortunate. Do well. I wish you all good luck.
Thank you so much, sir.
I would request Professor K. Taranikarusu, Director, SIERR, Pondicherry University, to deliver the presidential address.
Good morning, everyone who is assembled here. Respected Dean of Life Sciences, Professor Joseph Selvin, and all the dignitaries on the dais, Professor T.P. Singh, SCRB Distinguished Fellow, AIMS, New Delhi, Professor S.C. Monde, former DG of CSIR, Distinguished Professor of Savitri Pune University, Professor Rajni Gant, President ICA, and Dr. D. Velmurugan, Vice President ICA, and Member Secretary of TANSCHE, and Professor R. Krishna, Head Department of Bioinformatics, and other faculty members including Professor M. Suresh Kumar, who is on the dais, faculty members of Bioinformatics and the other departments, Dean, HODs, and the delegates from other part of the country, and the students who are the main delegates today who are going to be receiving it. Good morning, everyone. So it is indeed a great pleasure to be part of this conference. It is a mixture of many occasions. We are going to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of ICA, and it is going to be 52nd National Seminar on Crystallography and Design. So it is also going to be a national workshop on bioinformatics, including R language, Python programming, molecular modeling, and drug design. So many important things is going to happen from today to up to 26. So on this occasion, our Vice Chancellor initially agreed to attend this, but he is on in duty to Japan. He conveyed, morning I talked to him, he conveyed his best regards for the organizers and conveyed his best regards to all the dignitaries who attended this. He could not able to attend this. He told me to convey the regards to each and everyone. So on his behalf, I am representing today and giving a presidential talk for this 3 days seminar. So when it comes to it is too many things we are covering this, but overall we take the importance of bioinformatics. So the role of bioinformatics to the science. So the biology itself is the ancillary subject, the biology itself is application subject of the basic science like physics, maths. But when it comes to the science behind this, it is when they started the science, they thought that it is only very simple science. When the physics, maths, and chemistry, when they started, they thought that the nature is very simple. That's why initially they thought that it is only organic and inorganic compounds. They thought initially. But when it comes to the inorganic, they could able to explain everything. But when it comes to the compounds present in nature, so it has really, the nature has evolved very in depth, and the science behind this is still, it is very in large extent we can say still it is the mystery for us, I can say. Because even we started basically I am a chemist. We started synthesizing the synthetic compound. whether we can synthesize instead of the natural compound. It was only in 19th century. So during that time only the first organic compound it was synthesized. That the urea was the first organic compound. So I can say the synthetic part started from there. Now it is very easy to synthesize novel compound. That was the first, I can say, the journey of analyzing molecules, journey of synthesizing new molecules. Then we started using the techniques whatever we used for the natural sciences. At one stage, even we reached a stage where we cannot even give the evidence for what is really going on in the science. So there started our the computational science. Even bioinformatics is playing a major role now. There are many things which we cannot also do in the lab, whereas we can find out in the computer science. So now we have reached a stage where we have to simulate everything and we have to understand, otherwise it will take more time. So like this, there are, if you see the task for completing in front of bioinformatics, it is huge. So for example, there are many diseases. So early detection, if you do it, we could have saved the patient, where the bioinformatics can help them. And even the drug, a personalized drug for a cancer type of disease, you can do marvelous thing to help those type of candidates. So the duty, I can say, duty of the bioinformatics people is huge, and I hope the students who are youngsters, so who are in front of you, there is huge task to deliver for the humanity. So being the highest populous country in the world, we have to contribute more to this field. I hope this conference will give the light on what is really going on in this field, and that will give you the understanding of your bioinformatics field. So this will definitely help the students for understanding the basics of bioinformatics. I thank the Department of Bioinformatics for bringing stalwarts like T.P. Singh, Professor S.C. Mande, Professor Rajinikanth, Vel Murugan to this, and all the delegates who are sitting in the first and few rows, where definitely they are going to be the resource person as well as going to give knowledge to the students. So I take this opportunity to thank everyone who have all the way traveled from other cities to coming here and staying here to deliberate what is really going on in bioinformatics. I hope this stay in Pondicherry University will be very delightful, being the tourism city. I hope your stay will be very nice. So thank you once again for inviting me this national seminar. Thank you.
I now request Professor M. Suresh Kumar, Organizing Secretary, Department of Bioinformatics, to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you. It's a nice opportunity to give vote of thanks. First, I want to thank Professor T.P. Singh, because he was the one who contacted Dr. Batmanabhan, ICA treasurer. So they only told me to conduct the 60th year celebration of ICA, which was founded by G.N. Ramachandran, to celebrate this NSC 52 in Pondicherry University. So at that time, now the director was in charge BC, so I approached him. He readily gave the letter, and then I gave that letter to Professor Rajinikanth, the president of ICA, and then the process started. So it started long back, and now we are at the final place where we are conducting the 3-day seminar on this part, where we are going to look at the macromolecular thing, and parallelly we are also having the small molecule crystallography. On the other side, in the department, we are conducting the workshop for drug discovery. So all these things are going parallelly. So I need to thank the university authority, especially director, registrar, and all the people in the university. And I also thank ICA and then Professor T.P. Singh and Professor Shagar C. Monde, who are all one way or other connected through Professor GNR, because Professor GNR and then Professor M. Vijayan and Professor T.P. Singh and Shagar C. Monde worked under Professor Vijayan. So when we are discussing and Professor T.P. Singh raised the first thing that Chidambaram passed away, we need to have the talk on Professor Chidambaram. So immediately they only recommended Professor Yusuf to give this talk on Professor Chidambaram Memorial Lecture. And already we are having M. Vijayan lecture, which is continuously going on, which are all supported by Indian Crystallographic Association. So this is the 60th year of celebration. So we need to do that in a bigger manner. So only Professor T.P. Singh put pressure on us to conduct it in Pondicherry University. So I need to thank Professor TPS, Professor Shagar C. Monde, and Professor Rajinikanth to putting us to conduct this NSC 52 in Pondicherry University. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. I also want to thank almost all the volunteers who helped us to conduct all the process and everything. Thank you.